Welcome to this week's edition of Maison Journals. Thank you firstly to all the new subscribers. Throughout this project, I've constantly focused on what needs to be done as opposed to what has already been done. So I thought this week I would take a look back. I've got some footage of how we found the house. Take a look back of actually what has been achieved, which is a huge amount. Just to remind everyone that I bought the house online during COVID without viewing it. Had I viewed it, as beautiful as it is, I probably wouldn't have bought it because I didn't have the skills to do the work that needed to be done. Nevertheless, we found the people to do the job and to get the building work done, which has now been complete, and it really is just an awful lot of decorating to be done. This week at the house, we're having the outside of the house painted, and that carries on. So I've got some footage of that, and we're going to take a look back at what has been done. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. So this is the back of the house, but it's the entrance that we use mostly because we can drive right up to the entrance. There's two doors leading into the house. The one on the left we use in the winter because it goes into the hallway in muddy boots. But in the summer we use this entrance, which goes straight into the kitchen. The kitchen you've seen many times before, but I just want to look back at the work that has been done. All of the ceilings need to be replaced because of the moisture, and this is where we're standing now. This is when the ceilings came down, and this is it now. It's been completely insulated, all the ceilings, and the beams have been replaced. This is the dining room, and this floor was very spongy, so this has been, a damp course has been put in, and new floor has been laid. This was actually two separate rooms, and there was a wall there. This is how it did look, and we kind of thought, oh, that's some great furniture. However, it all had to be thrown away because it all had woodworm, and this is how it looks now. And all the furniture that we did inherit took months and months to get rid of because actually none of it could be saved. And then we go into the hallway, and here's a shot of how the hallway did look. We inherited everything. It was like the previous owner had just walked away, and there was a washing machine in the hallway with just lots and lots of personal items. This is one of two very lovely oak cupboards that are built in, and they are original to the house. And then from the hallway we go into the winter salon. Again, these floors were very spongy, and they've been replaced, damp course put down, and new oak floors put down. And then this leads into, which will be the gym, but at the moment I'm just using it as a temporary bedroom. I haven't got a picture of this room, but this room was full of garden apparatus, and this ceiling need to be replaced because this end there is a terrace above, and it was leaking. And if anyone's got any suggestions regarding curtain poles for here, please let me know, because there's no room to put the curtain pole up. And then we go into the couloir. There was a toilet behind a shower curtain here, and lots of mice, and again lots and lots of personal items that needed to be cleared out. But now this is the utility room, the washing room, and that's another one of those lovely built-in cupboards, oak cupboards, original to the building. There are hunting jackets that we need to wear when we walk the dogs during the hunting season. And then we go into the hallway, and down here is the cellar, and there was a wall there which has been taken down, so we can look right through the ground floor now, and all of this had to be thrown away. It was all soaking wet and full of woodwork. So here it is with the wall down now, and it's much brighter, and it just has a really lovely flow through. And that's the entrance that we use in the winter, when it's muddy and cold and wet, and we can take our boots off. And then we go, so that's the whole of the ground floor. You can do a whole circuit, which is great. And then back into the hallway. And this door leads to the first floor. The first floor needs to be decorated now. All of the building work has been done, and this is next on the list. So this will be the library. Before, there was 2 toilets. Above these toilets was the balcony, which was leaking into these toilets. I don't know why you would have 2 toilets next to each other. And next to them was a small single bedroom. And the ceiling literally fell down because the damp was just so bad. And this is at the top of the stairs that we've just come up, with the floor completely removed and replaced. And this is how it looks now. This is a hand basin, original to the building. I've decided to keep it because it's a really nice feature, and I'll probably put some flowers in there. And then tucked away in this corner was a bathroom. Very odd things in here. Many clocks was in the bathroom. This was also soaking wet. The floor was very, very wet. And there was a fridge in the bathroom, cereal, and all of this cereal containers, and all of this had to be completely cleared out. And this is what it looks like now. And you can see the colour difference from the floor. This is the new oak floor that's been put down, and the house has been completely rewired. So we've got downlighters in most of the rooms now. This floor's got 5 bedrooms. 3 of them are big double bedrooms, and this is one of them. This has been replastered, new electrics, and this will just be a nice double bedroom. I'm not going to sand the floor. I'm going to clean them and varnish them. And in this room there was a bunk bed, a double bed, and the furniture was covered inside with mice. There was mice everywhere. So all of this has now gone, and this will be a visitor's double bedroom. Back into the hallway, there's a further 2 smaller bedrooms. Although they look small in the video, they are actually double bedrooms. There was double beds in one of these rooms, and it fits in quite well. And this is how it did look. Again, we inherited absolutely everything, personal paperwork, everything. And this is the one next door that is very small, and most of the rooms had sinks in them. That's all been taken out. It's been replastered, the new heating. There's a nice linen cupboard in this corner. So again, this is just ready for filling, sanding and painting. Back into the hallway. This is one of the double bedrooms in here. This is how it did look. And sadly, none of this furniture could be saved. So this is just a really nice double bedroom. There was a lovely armoire, which I was very excited about, but I moved it and it fell apart. It had to go, so that went out of the window. And again, this room is ready to paint. These windows are great because you can lock them in this position so you can have a nice breeze coming through. These panes of glass will just be replaced, not the whole windows, just the glass. And then we go into, this is a Jack and Jill bathroom, and this has been completely redone. This is how it was. That shower did work, but if you got inside and turned the water on, it would start to vibrate. So again, that went out the window. Because this is a Jack and Jill bathroom, I will need to get one of these locks to go on both sides. But completely done. Again, that's how it was. It has been completely done, but it just needs a lot of filling, sanding and painting, and some lovely bits of furniture put in here. This is how it was. It's quite a dark corridor anyway, but I have got downlighters down there now, so it's a lot brighter. So I'm just going to choose a really nice bright paint for the hallway. This is the corridor to nowhere. This is how it was. There was actually patio doors at the end going on to the balcony. However, I've replaced those with a window because we didn't need two entrances onto the balcony. This is the last double bedroom on this floor. This is the bedroom that I should have chosen in the beginning. It's always warm in this room. This room's got a really nice feel to it. So this is the next room to be decorated. Lovely floor. I'm just going to clean the floor and varnish it. And really not a lot to be done in here. Lovely fireplace. Unfortunately, there is a small chip on it and could possibly be repaired with resin. I've seen someone repair them with resin, but that's a little bit down the line. And onto this balcony. This balcony underneath is the gym, the temporary bedroom that I'm staying in. And this balcony had to be completely rebuilt. It had so much ivy on it and plants were growing through it and just leaking. I think, maybe no one had been in the property for maybe 10 years. So this has been completely rebuilt. But this is a bedroom with this balcony will be very lovely. So back into the bedroom. The ceiling has been lowered slightly. It's still got great high ceilings, but for the insulation we had to lower the ceiling a little bit. And this, I think, will be a really cosy double bedroom with a sofa and some nice pictures. I have already chosen the wallpaper for this room and I will be using this. This room did have another room that had a sink in, but that has been removed. So back down into the hallway, you can see it is much brighter because we have got the halogen lights, and once decoration's complete, I will be laying sisal carpet along the hallway. And as I said, this just needs a really good bright colour. And that is the first floor. I will do the second floor next week. So this week painting continued. We went to Zolpan in Gure. We've used 20 litres of paint so far. We're probably going to use another 40 litres. So that is quite expensive. I think it's £160 for 5 litres. But well worth it. And this is going on this week. I'm cutting in the paint around those cornerstones because I think it will give the building just a little bit more character. So this has been going on this week. We was originally quoted to have the whole of the house painted £16,000. This was a couple of years ago. So we have done an awful lot of the outside ourselves, the things that we can safely reach, and then we've got someone just completing the rest of it for us. And next week I will do the top floor. The top floor is where I kind of made my bedroom and did a lot of work up there. However, it wasn't a great decision, and you need to live in a house, and I realised for a while before you decide what rooms, you're going to use for your bedroom and things like that, because we had so many options. The top floor is very big and it is very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter, despite all the insulation. I think we chose that room because the main bedroom has a really big, beautiful balcony with an amazing view. But that was a big mistake, one of the many we've made. So next week we'll have a look at the top floor.